Hi, I'm Theresa, owner of the Relationship Therapy Center, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about what it would be like to come to couples counseling here. First, I'd like to just say thank you for contacting us. We know that that step is a big one, and a lot of people are very excited to get started. We are also very excited to work with you. This is our passion. It's what we love to do, and so we are so excited about helping you on your journey. Sometimes though, right before the session, there's a little bit of doubt about, is this going to be helpful to me? Or I don't know if my partner's going to come, so I feel a little bit nervous about getting started because what's the point if my partner's not going to be there? And I would just encourage you to push past those feelings and come anyway. Come by yourself if your partner's not going to come, because the research is very clear that people that come to therapy are 3 to 4 times better off than people that don't. And most couples make the mistake of actually just waiting too long to come to therapy. I cannot tell you how many times people have told me, if I would have done this last year, it would have been so much easier. So push past that and come anyway. Couples on average come after 6.5 years of distress. They've been having issues for 6.5 years. And obviously that just takes more time to deal with when there's 6.5 years of issues to deal with. So when you come, it's important that you fill out the client portal. You'll do that online, and most people do a great job with filling it out, but they don't always realize it's important that you fill out the financial part in there, and also that you hit both submit buttons. You'll know you've done it right if you get a confirmation email. If you didn't, go back in and figure that out, because otherwise your therapist doesn't have the information they need before getting started. Now, when you come, you're looking for Hoygaards, the store Hoygaards, because we are above Hoygaards. If you're looking straight at it, we're to the right of it. There's an awning that's green. You're coming in those doors and going up the stairs, or there is an elevator in the back if you need an elevator. And there's 3 different suites, suite A, B, and E. So depending on which therapist you have is the suite that you'll go to. If you forgot to make note of that, then just go to a waiting room, we'll find you. You don't have to check in because you already did the client portal. So you'll just sit down and grab a glass of water and some tea, and your therapist will come on and greet you. That first session is really a chance to see, is this the right fit for you? Now, I'm confident that our therapists are very competent. Effective couples therapy is what we do. We do a ton of training. We do feedback-informed treatment. Our therapists really are skilled at couples therapy. But it's also important that you have the right personality fit. We want you to have the right fit. So if after a session or 2 you just don't think it's the right fit for you, contact the client ambassador and we will get you set up with somebody else, because we want it to be a positive experience. The first couple sessions really are not therapy. Their assessment, because we have to understand your story and really get to the bottom of what's going on before we can recommend a treatment. If you want to speed up that process, you might ask your therapist if you can meet multiple times in that first week, or a lot of couples will meet for longer, an hour and a half or 2-hour sessions. They just prefer that, and if you're not limited by insurance, you can talk to your therapist about that, but I would just highly recommend it because you move through the process more quickly. The average couple comes for 20 sessions. Now, some couples have much more serious issues, or they're dealing with a betrayal, and 20 sessions just frankly might not be enough. And other couples have minor stuff going on, and within a couple of sessions they maybe are in a much better spot. So depends on the severity of what we're dealing with, how long you're going to come to therapy. We can speed things up by being an exceptional client. What that means is really being dedicated to the process, coming to your appointments regularly, doing the homework in between, practicing the skills that your therapist is trying to teach you, and really moving through things quickly. What you'll find then is after a period of time where you're meeting weekly, you'll move into maintenance, which means you're coming less often, maybe every other week, maybe once a month. When things already in maintenance seem like, gosh, we just don't have much to talk about, things are really going well, and your skills are obvious that it's coming through, then it's time to graduate you and we wrap up. Most couples continue to do a 1-year, like an annual check-in, just to make sure things are on track so that they don't end up off track down the road. But other than that, we're good to go. We do see ourselves as a lifetime resource for you. You know, I had a couple that I hadn't seen in 15 years that came back the other day. They just hit a snag, and so we had to work through a couple things. But we want to be there for you, so down the road you're welcome to call us. And I personally really care about this being a good experience for you. So if it's not, and you don't feel like you've been getting what you need, please contact me directly. My phone number is 612-850-8065. And welcome. We look forward to seeing you around. Learn to love better and be better loved.